Black Clover, aka Naruto with magic.
Now, whereas this has a joke, I don't think I'm going to offend anyone by saying that because, frankly, there is no such thing as a Black Clover community. Except, of course, that side of the community. And now, I'm probably not the best person to give my opinion on this since I haven't actually finished Black Clover yet. I'm still about 30 episodes away, but I don't intend to finish it anytime soon. I'm busy with shows that actually matter. For the most part, Black Clover is pretty cool. It has a decent cast, and I don't mind any of the villains, even though I think a lot of them are just overhyped. Obviously, that's something that Naruto does way better, where all their villains, even if they are overhyped, there is actually quite a reward. Madara Uchiha was talked about from the start of Shippuden, and when he shows up, he's just as scary as you would think he'd be, if not even a little bit more. That being said, Black Clover does a couple of things differently, whereas yes, both Naruto and Asta both have demons inside of them, their motives are fundamentally different. Naruto's goal in life is strictly to become Hokage. He doesn't care about the demon inside of him, and whereas he does want to protect his friends and his village and his family, he's also, he just wants to be Hokage. That's his thing, and that's fine. That's his ultimate dream, because in doing so, he proves that he's not just a demon and that he is actually worthy of protecting the village he hated as a kid. Asta has a similar goal. He wants to prove himself to everybody because he didn't have magic as a kid. Oh boy, look at that, another loser protagonist who didn't have powers. His only other goal in life is to hook up with this one nun. Sounds a little bit familiar. Yes, they both have a black-haired, edgy rival who's better at everything than them. Yes, there's a girl who's also the princess that has a crush on them that they don't realize about. Yes, their sensei is actually very intimidating and a very cool guy who's very also mysterious at the same time. Yes, they both live in worlds that are drastically separated by massive villages and kingdoms that all hate each other. All of that aside, even the power-up system is slightly different. In Naruto, it's more about your inner chakra and stuff, but whereas in Black Clover, it's more about how strong your book is and how much magic you have from that book. It's kind of weird, and they don't really explain it actually after like the first few episodes, but maybe I just didn't pay attention well enough, so take that with a grain of salt. Asta is magicless, and as a result, his power isn't really magic. His power is actually anti-magic. He just gets a big-ass sword and cuts things with it. Naruto's kind of the opposite, because by the end of the series, the Nine-Tailed Fox gives him so much chakra, he can power up an entire army, giving them entire shields. Overall, I get why people say that they're very similar, and whether it be main characters or world building, they are quite similar. But honestly, I don't think that's the point. I don't think by any means that Black Clover is better than Naruto in the slightest. Naruto's probably one of my top 5 of all time, and frankly, I don't think that's a very contested list because I don't watch that much anime anymore. But part of the reason Black Clover never really did it for me is that no matter what happened, I already saw this story take place in Naruto. I already saw the young boy achieve his dreams and lose friends along the way. That's exactly what happened in Naruto, and that's what's happening in Black Clover. As a result, I just don't care as much, and I'm never really afraid of anything bad happening. One thing Black Clover does do slightly better than Naruto is that they actually develop their side characters. Whereas Naruto has more in general, Black Clover has a small group called the Black Bulls in them where they actually get character development. Along with that, the side villains and just other random characters alike actually get some backstory, which is something they can't really say in Naruto, unless you're counting the fillers, but let's be real, nobody really does. Black Clover is one of those shows I don't think I would ever find myself watching unless I was a Naruto fan. I would never really recommend it to somebody unless it was their first or second, because Black Clover is pretty basic. And like Bleach, it's actually pretty inconsistent. It's been gone now for like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years, and now all of a sudden it's just back with a movie. Black Clover's kind of like C-Day, where he just comes out of retirement every now and again to post something. Everybody gets excited and then forgets he exists again for the rest of the year. And yes, that is coming from a mainstream anime lover. Yes, I love all these big animes. No, I'm watching your little indie anime, Becco no shit fart. I like my mainstream, go fuck yourself. That being said, I think there's a beauty in this. I like to think of Black Clover as like the little brother to the big 3 almost. It takes inspiration from all of them, whether it's a little piece of characters like Luffy and Ichigo, or in Naruto's case, pretty much the whole damn show. I think it's cool to see that Black Clover took all the flaws away from the big 3 and tried to turn them into a story. And it did a pretty good job, but honestly, there's just the beauty in the originals that you just can't seem to ignore. That's kind of about it for this one. I know this one's a little bit shorter than usual. Maybe I haven't checked the audio yet. But I did really enjoy making this, and I have a Stone Ocean video coming out next week. Really excited for that, and I'll see you guys next time.